Hey, what's happening? Peace and blessings. Welcome to another edition of The Game Members. I'm one of your hosts. I'm the Capo. You know, call me the Capital Drive Capo. I'm me, Sean Mo. You know what to do. And my co-host over there, I'm going to let him introduce himself because he likes saying that. So I'm going to let him say it.
I'm Mick.
What you and what else?
Oh, also known as Top Dog.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See, that's what he likes saying himself. I'm not gonna say that for him.
All right.
So we're gonna get that out the way. It's a lot going on in the city, man. You know, out at the inauguration today. Heard our mayor speak. He made some promises. I hope he planned on keeping them. Malele ran for Common Council president and she didn't win. So our Common Council president is Jose Perez again. And I ain't got a problem with him. I ain't got a problem with Malele either though. You know, she ain't in my district, so but she's in y'all district. She got Capitol Drive back now. It's not Pratt no more. So, you know.
Well, Eugene probably
well, it's your mama house where you know.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Right, I'm on the other side, and that was District 7. So,
well, it's District 6 now, right? Or 5 now. One of them.
District 6 for the Senate under LaTonya Johnson.
Okay.
And our alderman was Khalif Rainey, who did not run again.
Right, and now, but with the redistricting,
right,
y'all alderwoman is Malele.
It's now Malele.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And by the way, this is Eugene Nelson. I know we was gonna wait to do it, but since he already,
but we call him Gino.
Yes, Gino.
Gino.
Yeah. So, you know,
I call him Mr. Nelson. That's what I call him.
For those who don't know, you know, Nikki just let you know. So, we now know that Sade Robinson was killed by, I think his name was Anderson, right? I want to use the word Mister because that's giving him too much. I'm too much respect. He doesn't deserve that. But we now know that some of those body parts were hers.
Certain.
Some, which means that Nina, once again, and Mickey ain't gonna like this because I'm right a lot, you know. You know what I mean? I've been batting like 963.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I've been batting like 963.
That's a high average.
Very high average. Yeah. I've only been wrong maybe once or twice on the show. And I said, I wrote an op-ed regarding serial killer in Milwaukee. You know, is there a serial killer? I think Anderson's actions and him being caught has proven that there was a serial killer. It may be more based off of the bodies found in the rivers. We don't know if he did that, but we know that he has killed at least one person.
Certainly. There's never a fascinating aspect to somebody who is committing murder. But in this case, I think out of that, something fascinating happened as it relates to the community pulling together.
Okay.
You may have known that they was over on Oklahoma at his residence, you know, and I think purple might have been
pink,
pink. And pinked it out. You know what I'm saying?
They pinked it out.
And that was what's up, you know.
Yeah, they pinked it out. But there's a hitch in that. You know, I followed the Supreme Court, right, and decisions. And they banned mass protesting. I know a lot of it has to do with what took place January 6th and upcoming RNC. But if you go out there and protest without a permit, they're gonna lock you up and give you a case, which is a boulder placed on one of our essential rights, our freedom of speech.
And the right to assemble.
Yes.
You know, and oftentimes, you know, in these cases, you know, they don't want that particularly when it comes to the RNC, that
Yeah.
convention, and aspects of protesting against governmental bodies. They not G'ing for that, and among other things, there's a lot of violations and civil rights that are being taken away from us. Period.
Yes.
In the past decade.
Yeah. They talk about and hold this piece of paper in so much reverence, this Constitution. Yeah, y'all the ones changing it, and it's not for the better. I've often spoke about the Constitution needs to be changed so that Black people are part of that Constitution, because we weren't when it was, when they came up with that shit. And now they've done and continue to just demolish it, man, without building up for everybody. So, like I said, it's a lot going on in the city. It's a lot going on in the country, man. It's a lot going on around the world.
For sure. I like the fact that our city in particular is being spotlighted and highlighted.
Yeah.
As one of the major factors in the upcoming elections, but also everything that's going on in this city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To our Black commissioner, to our Black mayor, all down the board.
We even getting noticed for music, hip hop. We got 2 artists in the top 50, which has never, as long as I've been alive. I know Al Jarreau may have been in one, but who else, right?
He's going back in the day.
Oh yeah, I go back sometimes.
Too far.
Why is it too far?
Because it's before our time, really.
How's it before our time?
We weren't old enough to appreciate it. I mean, we heard
But
it.
we were old enough to listen to it if our parents played it.
Okay, well, that's my point.
And he stayed in the hood, basically. He stayed on Capitol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got to acknowledge him, but there was no other acts that I know of at the time. No other entertainers, but he I like to think that Al Jarreau played a pivotal part in bringing Black entertainers to Milwaukee back in the day.
Okay.
Because think about it, Gino. When we came up, Juneteenth, all the free concerts, there was major artists, bro, and they stayed after Juneteenth.
You know what? I appreciate our historical background and where we come from, but I'm gonna have to side with Mick in the sense of being more relevant. Today. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the Game podcast, right?
The Game members.
Right,
yeah.
Game members. So as Game members, we're going to switch up the game in terms of becoming a little bit more relevant as it relates to the culture and the music in the city.
I can do that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I can do that. My son makes music. He's on the hip hop scene, so I can do that. I like to think I'm a cool that.
But don't get it wrong. I appreciate where we come from.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? In
yes,
fact,
sir.
they don't make a lot of good music like they used to.
Nah.
But we gonna switch the game up and stay relevant because we is talking about current issues as well.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. See how they shut me down on that one? I don't know if I really appreciate it. Gino might not come back too much, y'all, because he said, you see how he just almost side with me. Even if you was side with me, you should have said you was side with me.
No, I mean, like,
That's an ego punch.
I grew up with the brother.
I know that,
we grew up together.
but we on the game.
I don't have his mom's spaghetti.
Oh, hold on, man. Now you bring Madeira. You gonna bring Madeira?
But all in all, I understand, and I keep it, real all across the board.
Yes, sir.
And
we are the same neighborhood, man.
For sure.
I like to say that we hood brothers, and when I say hood, it ain't a negative. It's the acronym for helping others obtain direction, which we own coming off of Nash and Capital Vienna. Yes, that's ours.
Yes, sir.
Y'all can't use it, y'all can't have it, y'all can't even borrow it. Because sometimes when y'all borrow stuff, y'all don't return it. So we not loaning that out.
Now that's powerful right there, because oftentimes I feel that are certain politicians and others who come from 53206 and they borrow 53206, but they no longer living in 53206. They no longer committing or commuting or actually contributing to what's going on
Yes.
in 53206.
Yeah. And
The hood.
yeah, for real. You know what I mean? And you know, I came from the north side of Capitol, right? I'm off of Hope Street. But I came over there, man, and was welcome. You know what I mean? Like I was family. I mean, and I call them families on that side of Capitol my family.
For sure.
You know what I mean? We have a culture.
Man, play football on the streets together.
Yeah,
all of that.
All of that.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a culture around Capitol that I really appreciate and love, man. I tell people all the time, man, I'm glad that I was moved to that neighborhood so that I can experience what I experienced growing up. Did I have some trials and tribulations? Yeah. But it helped mold me into the man I am today. And, you know, my grandmother would be proud, so I can't complain.
That's what's up.
I can't complain. You know, God has put me in a good position. Like I said, it's always trials and tribulations. But once we get through them, man, you know, once we sit back and realize, you know, that's a character builder.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You know, God was just sharpening me. You know, he was finished, you know, he painted a picture, touched it up a little bit. You know what I mean? So, we know who he is, but I'm going to let Mickey introduce him since, you know, they stayed right across the street from each other. And y'all know how selfish Mickey is. You know, y'all know. We ain't got to discuss it. You know, that's his friend. He ain't going to share his friends with me often. You know, he might share a little bit, but, you know, Mickey is really kind of selfish, you know. So. But you can share Gino with the world right now, man. So, all right, come on with it.
Well, everybody, I'm going to introduce my neighbor, my friend, my brother. His official name is Mr. Eugene Nelson, Jr., but he's also known as Gino. I've been knowing him 50 plus years.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time. You don't want to say this because people know how old you are.
Yeah, I'm 57. So yeah, 50. Yeah, 50.
I didn't know he was that much older than me.
Yeah.
You know, I was skipped like 5 grades. So I'm really like 49. Let's welcome Gino, man, to the Gang Members Podcast.
Honored to be here.
Man, we honored to have you, bro. We honored to have you for real, man. I was talking to my son earlier about people that come on, and like I said, you know, it's a special guest. Everybody that comes on me is special. If you can take time out of your day to share it with us, bro, that's, you know, I understand the value of time.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. You know what I mean? That you would take time out of your day to spend it with me and Mick. So, you know, you special, bro.
Appreciate that.
You special. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mick, you want to get it started?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, let's get it started then. Mickey on the phone, y'all.
I'm trying to get this.
He doing what he do.
Yeah.
That's all. So, you know, y'all know how it is. You want me to work that? Why you?
I'm just trying to question, man. I just had it. Since you said something, it went away. I just had it.
You got some Q&A?
Once again, man. Once again. How you gonna put that on me? I'm patrolling the internet, bro. I told y'all I was powerful. I didn't know I had that much power.
All right.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, so he checking our comments and our technical issues that we have right now because my screen is broke on my laptop and I couldn't get it to cooperate properly. So we're on the phone right now. See if they can hear us now, mate.
Hello?
Turn your stuff up.
Now I'm saying, what's called ain't playing.
What?
Hold on.
That'll give you a whole lot of. I didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, I just like the content was raw. What's the?
Can you hear us? Huh?
So,
Do you hear anything?
No,
No.
but that's because I ain't getting good reception now.
Oh shoot.
so that's the 30th. Today's the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be in Florida next week.
What about 30th?
Yep, the 30th. The following
Sure.
Tuesday. Yep, I'll be there. I'll put that.
Y'all can't hear me, huh?
April 30th.
Oh, they can hear now. They saying.
Oh, they can hear now.
They saying they can hear now. So we ain't gotta go nowhere, Gino. We back.
But he still can come back.
Yeah, because
They missed a lot of.
I'm just saying, we can continue without just cut it off. Because you're right, it was great content.
Oh man, y'all missed some content for real. Yeah, we was chopping it up.
Yeah, so but now since y'all are here, this is Gino. Let me tell you what we covered. Recent events in the city. We covered Gino being falsely arrested, his connection to Miami, his fight against the state, and these unjust laws. Let's continue. Let's continue. We was talking about you in Little Havana before we.
Right.
Yeah.
But for the sake of our fans and everybody that's listening, my brother Mickey, who I grew up with, invited me to be on you guys' podcast, The Game Changers.
The Game
Members. Not gang as in gang.
Right, not
gang members. And so what we did was we changed the game in terms of our dialogue today, and I shared my personal story of being wrongly convicted, given time back. Now I'm not gonna get into all of it because I have been invited back.
Yeah.
To go in greater detail. But let me just give you, a snapshot of what we talked about. I left Milwaukee, after high school, graduated, got a scholarship, went up north, got entwined with some things, Met some Cubans, got plugged in that way. And interestingly enough, some of the things that I was doing, and I share this, the things that I got charged with, I didn't do.
Yeah.
But I was doing some stuff.
Right. Okay.
So when I got locked up, coming from a spiritual family, I was like, okay, that's why I'm doing time. All the stuff that I got away with. Right.
And that's how we justify.
Exactly.
Which we shouldn't.
Listen, it's totally out of order.
Yeah.
We shouldn't even be on that.
Yeah.
So when I came home in 2007, I went back to have all of the evidence DNA tested, because when I was initially incarcerated, there was no DNA. So I had some powerful, ammunition to vindicate myself. Got an attorney, Matthew Penix. I talked about him. And he went back there and found out that La Crosse, Wisconsin had destroyed all of my physical evidence illegally.
Yeah.
Which allowed me to get that time back, because even to this day, had that not had transpired, or if it was up to them, I would still be
locked
on
up.
paper. You know what I'm saying? Department of Corrections to this day. So I gave it back, and then I ultimately went back and I sued them in a civil lawsuit. They settled, but right before they settled, they wanted to throw in a non-disclosure agreement, an NDA.
Yeah.
Some call it a non-disclosure, commitment. But I told them, I'm not signing none of that. I have to be able to tell my story. So I don't care how much money you give me, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, ultimately they settled it. And so I took pennies to the dollar, and I share people who said that I take a large sum or go federal, because I was battling with being on paper and all that goes with that. The harsh treatment that you have to live under when you're on paper, and my family on, what I'm saying? So I was just trying to get from underneath them, what I'm saying? And ultimately, my weapon was going to be the fact that I would be able to I always say this, to put belt to behind and to be able to expose systems and organizations and individuals that meant me no good, but also meant my brothers and sisters no good as we struggle through this, maze of being labeled and stereotyped, as felons or ex-felons. And so, I work and have been working in re-entry field. I'm a case manager for an organization called Project Return that's been around for over 43 years. I work primarily with men and women who have been incarcerated, helping them find jobs, educational, vocational opportunities, help with, certain mental health issues, ALDA, just a gamut of services and resources that's available, for my brothers and sisters as they transition so that they can come back and live productive, positive. I'm looking at some productive and positive, brothers who have been through, and can become examples in our community.
Yes, sir.
And so, one of the things, when I came home, I got my bachelor's degree, then I got my master's degree from UWM. I did my internship in the 4th District Senate office under now Judge Lena Taylor, but at that point was Senator Lena Taylor, the 4th District Senate office. And started working on my master's degree before I ran out of money. I mean, my doctorate, my PhD, and before I ran out of money. And so to this day, I've been trying to be a change agent in our community, often doing a plethora of, outreaches in our community, working with various local, state politicians. There's a lot of things that are going on, as we talked about, in terms of current affairs here in our city of Milwaukee. Just being involved in that, with the Republican National Convention coming up, the Democratic National Convention, just being seated at the table where we need to be in order for some of these policies and changes to be afforded for us from a positive standpoint. Because if you just think about it, they trying to take away racial diversity in the classroom, just among, they're trying to, they are literally, attempting to take away our voting rights, what I'm saying? Just a number of things is going on. And I know I'm going all across the board, but we're just trying to give you a snapshot of what we had talked about while we had some technical difficulties. So I'm just honored. I'll be able to go in detail, but I told them about a book that I wrote. It's called Saved by the Blood. Give me this book so I can sign this book for you, Mickey. You can get it on Amazon. Saved by the Blood. The subtitle is DNA Notwithstanding, but the blood of Jesus prevented. And I'm not going to go into a lot of the detail. I'm going to say that for the next one. Because we share some powerful stuff.
Next time we're going to talk about the book.
And
we're going to talk about the book.
But the book is putting belt to behind to systems and organizations and people that do us no good. So it ain't so much about me, about exposing, who need to be exposed.
Let me see that book. Since we, because we not able to, y'all see the book, right? Go get the book. Order the book. Saved by the Blood. So that you can be in on the conversation when he comes back. And you can follow the conversation. So,
I sure hate that they didn't hear me say that, what I'm saying? I ate some of the deer spaghetti, you know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't hear that. They didn't hear that.
And that's bites. 99%.
That's bites.
I think Sean is a hater.
I'm not a hater. No, I'm not a hater. It's just that, I understand that Mickey's selfish. Very selfish with his friends and stuff. He doesn't like to share. He doesn't like to share.
No, hold on. It's not so much I don't like to share. I don't like to corrupt. I'm gonna say that.
You don't like to corrupt.
I don't. No. Listen.
Come over here and get y'all a drink.
No. I don't mix things. I don't mix.
Bro, you corrupted me.
No, I'm not saying that because we was in the same thing.
Oh no. I was a good kid if I met you.
Okay. Well, we always good kids.
Now you corrupted me.
As grown men and women now, I keep my life and certain people or separate. I don't mix them, and I would advise everybody to do that. I don't. It's.
Well, I'm a good person, so you can bring me around your friends, y'all. Y'all friends will like me because I'm a good person. I'm a nice person now. I can't say that years ago. I was a mess. Don't let Nicky fool y'all. Don't let him fool y'all. It's nice guy stuff.
I think at one time, all of us was a mess. But the beauty, and I think you even spoke on this, is seeing what the final product has. You know, how God has been using you, chipping you, chiseling you. You know, the fire is what molds and it builds and purifies.
Yeah.
And we done been through, you know what I'm saying, through some things.
We've been through, man.
Yeah, for real, for real.
I still feel the flames.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. How much time you do?
I did 21 years.
You did 21. I did 20 altogether. How much you do altogether, Mick? At least 20 something.
Nah, about 18.
Oh, was it? Okay. Okay. How much was your first bid?
8 months.
8 months, okay.
And the second one was 8 months.
Okay.
And then it was 16 years.
Then 16 years. Yeah. Okay. He signed the book right now.
Yeah, for my brother, man.
You know,
I'm gonna give him the cash app too. So
yeah, give me the cash app.
I'll text that to him later.
I get paid next week.
You mean, listen, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? I trust you. I'm proud of you, man. I know I may not have said that, man, but I'm proud of you because I watched you. You know what I'm saying? We was side by side for a minute at Stanley when I was on my way up north.
Mm-hmm.
Was that Stanley? Or was that,
it was Stanley.
Yeah. I was on my way up north to Gordon, and I stopped there.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mick was in the church. You know what I'm saying? On fire.
Was this before or after Oklahoma?
After. Because I went to Texas, and I got a chapter in my book called Texarkana. Man, listen, that was the best. This is an oxymoron.
I understand.
That was the best time that I ever did when I was in the state of Texas.
So was that
within 2 weeks? I was on the street.
I was just about to say, were you in the group that was allowed to go out and work and communicate with other people?
I was on the praise and worship team, the Bowie County Correctional Center praise and worship team. It was during an election year, and it was in 1990, as a matter of fact. And within a week, I was on the street in the praise and worship team, going to various churches. They was treating us like we was royalty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You said 90?
1990.
No.
Yeah.
No.
2000.
No, you're right. Exactly.
Right.
1999.
Yeah.
It was 1999.
2000.
Because I left Oshkosh to go to Bowie County. Yep, 1999. I came back in 2000.
I got there.
Yeah, I came back in 2000. So it was 1999. I left Oshkosh to go to Texas. And man, let me tell you something. At the time, my brother was living in Arkansas, so he was closer to me than my parents and my family was for me being in Oshkosh to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So he would come and visit, but I was at Texas A&M University giving my testimony. You know what I'm saying? And that whole chapter, and I got pictures. That whole chapter of my life was when God kind of showed me, you know what, this is what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Come on back home, and I got you. And then 7 years later, I was released. There's a number 7. The 7 is the number of completion.
Completion, yes, sir.
The number of perfection.
Yeah.
I talk about that in my book. You know what I'm saying? How that number is came home to 207.
Okay.
It's very significant in my life. You know,
Yeah.
and a lot of things that have transpired in 7s for me.
Okay.
You know, doing 21 years, 7
3
plus 7
7.
plus 7. Yeah. It has been a whirlwind in terms of, you know, what God has done. You know, for me, making it to management at Frederick in the Medical College of Wisconsin. And when I got there, you know, became supervisor at Community Memorial in Menominee Falls, I was like, you know what? I've been aspiring to do all of this, and this ain't even me. And I literally resigned from Frederick. No insurance. I mean, just, you ever hear them stories about
Faith.
rich people selling everything, going on the mission?
Yeah.
Well, for me, it felt like that because it was nothing but faith.
Yeah.
And no sooner that happened, I moved into my full-time position doing the work that I love to do, which is in the field of case management, reentry, social services, and working with my people.
My man.
Okay. Yeah, that's a testimony. Yeah. Yeah.
We got comments we gonna read, or
I'm through. Yeah, I can't. I'm wrong. I don't know what's wrong.
So Mickey can't get to y'all comments, y'all. Once again, here I come to say,
I don't know what's wrong.
well, I'll read the comments I'll read the comments, y'all. You know, we got to do this like this. Okay, it's a lot of comments, man.
I know, plenty. I know.
Man,
I
Tony
saw
Zell, what's going on, Brody? Danielle, what's going on? Sorry, son. All right, hopefully y'all can hear. Sean Olsen, what's up, peace? Dania Roxanne, what up, sis? That's my niece's mother. They just are talking, we can't even hear it. So y'all can hear us now, right? Yes, we can hear it now. All right. Okay, so once again, we sit here. You know, I call him Gino, but this is Eugene, man.
Junior, Gino,
Junior.
Eugene, it's fine.
Junior.
It's all good.
Eugene Nelson Jr. But he, you know, been talking about what he went through and how God brought him